Hello 4 keys, this is day 97 of me playing chess every day until I reach the rapid rating of 2500. So here we go. We have the game, we have the black pieces against a very strong 2100 rated opponent and he plays pawn to e4. I will respond with Caro-Kann defense here. My next move will be pawn to d5 and I will attack the center like this. We face pawn to c4, which is um okay way to play. Simply d5 now, nothing special. If takes, which is the main line, takes, and now d4, we are simply retransposing to the pawn of botanic attack. Now knight f6, and this is probably the most aggressive way to play the pawn of botanic attack if you are white here. We face knight c3, I think that's just perfectly fine. Simply knight c6, knight f3 is the main line here. There is also bishop g5, but okay, knight f3 main line. Now bishop g4, and we are maybe, after takes and takes, we are actually going to go into that specific endgame I'm thinking about. We won't. Bishop b5 is not the move um usually played in that position. But how to respond to it is a very difficult question. Of course, there is knight takes c3, b takes c3, queen a5, bishop takes c6, b takes c6. I'm not sure how much I love that position. Just e6 here probably allows some queen a4 ideas, which might be quite annoying. Due to I cannot play rook c1, rook c8 because queen a7. Now I need to think a little bit. I mean, there is takes definitely, and then simply rook c8. I mean, there is rook c8 right away, and after queen a4 simply a6. And that doesn't look bad. There is e6, queen a4, and maybe queen c7. In queen a4 shouldn't be that big of a threat. I think I can play e6 here, and if queen a4, I can take here. No, but then check, yeah, happens. Um, maybe rook c8 here. Maybe that's the best move. But after queen a4, then I play a6 is the idea. But then I probably have to take with the rook, but then I'm pinned, yeah. And this wins material there. So wait a second. There is a6 right away. I think it's the best move actually. If takes and takes and queen a4 happens, like queen b6 there or something like that, is just perfectly fine. So a6 I think it is. There is no queen a4 now because simply takes and my rook is not hanging on a8. This is quite important actually. So we face bishop takes. Now simply b takes. And queen a4 I think will be his move. Maybe not, but it is pressuring both pawns. So we face queen a4 here. Now there is bishop d7. Maybe. There is queen c7, there is queen b6. Both moves look perfectly fine. Oh wait, what is my problem? If I play queen c7, knight takes. If I play queen b6, knight takes. But if I take like this, then there is this. And back. Wait. So, what's the move here? Rook c8 blunders this pawn. Queen d7 blunders 95. I think I have to go for forcing variation here, which is knight takes c3, queen c6, bishop d7, queen c3, and bishop b5, not allowing my opponent to castle, but with some ideas like rook c8, e6, and bishop b4 there. Knight takes c3. That is here. Bishop d7 and queen takes. But I play bishop b5 there. You cannot castle. That's an idea. Maybe a4 there. Rook c8. I go bishop c4 then. Maybe that works. I mean, what can I do here possibly after queen a4? Queen d7. I don't really. I mean, I'm blundering this. I guess there is queen e6, but simply here. Rook c8, queen a6. Is that better? I wouldn't say so. E6. I have to defend this pawn somehow. I mean, now I have the idea. Yeah, bishop d7 and bishop b5. But it's just I mean, b takes here looks fine, but I play here and queen b5. And I capture back with my b pawn most likely. Maybe with the a pawn as well. I'm not sure. Both moves look okay, but play c takes on b5 would be better there. Yes, if simply here, then I think queen b6 is fine. So you take like this bishop d7. Now you're forced to take with the queen. I'm not sure why my opponent is spending time, so he does that. Now I have to make a decision whether or not to play rook c8 and then bishop b5, or to play bishop b5 firstly. And rook c8 is kind of forced, which looks okay. Queen a5, not queen a5, maybe queen a3 there, but bishop b5 defends the pawn, so that's fine, I think. Rook c8 looks like the most logical move here. Maybe I'm slightly wrong. Just a second, so that I plug in my computer. Okay, I think rook c8 is the best move here. And also need to speed up a little bit. I mean, you probably have to play moves like queen d2 here, maybe queen e3. I mean, I have sacrificed a pawn, I have a bishop pair row, I have these two extraordinary bishops on these long diagonals here, with some great attacking potential. Especially my light square bishop, I think he is just the greatest piece on the board currently. And yes, I am attacking. I'm attacking, my opponent needs to defend, and if he will defend correctly, then he should be just up a pawn. But also this pawn is isolated. After e6 it cannot move forward, therefore it is a big weakness. Bishop b5 you cannot castle. Bishop b4 on the way, queen a5 also on the way. I think my position is fine. And I will castle, double up on the c file. You cannot castle, that's the biggest flaw of your position. I mean, you have a lot. Yes, so queen e3 played, okay. I have to play bishop b5 here. There is this idea. If that is played, I think here I can play e3, knight d3. And like every single move there is probably fine. But what to play there? I mean, even bishop e7 castles and castles doesn't look bad. This pawn is just very weak after bishop f6. I will just be able to pick it off, I think. So yes, knight here with knight d3 idea is definitely a possibility. You play a4, which I guess that's an option. If I go here, I guess b3 is the idea. I didn't think that move was so powerful. I mean, if queen a5 doesn't work after bishop d2, then Rook takes, maybe. But then check and simply queen d2 blocks, and I don't have. I'm one tempo too short to do that. b3. Bishop d5 there. I mean, not that bad. Maybe. I still think I need to play bishop to c4. After b3, bishop d5. And bishop e6 with g6, bishop g7 is just a bad idea. This is far more solid, and yes, my opponent can castle. I slightly underestimated the idea with pawn to a4. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I mean, b3 still looks like a very weakening move here. After bishop d5, bishop a3, there should be an idea. That's also something I have missed. After b3, bishop d5, there is bishop a3. So bishop d5 played, of course, I have to do it. Bishop a3, however, I can take, and after queen takes, I can go here, winning a pawn. So that shouldn't happen. After bishop a3, you should take with the g pawn. And then what? I mean, bishop a3 is a very strong move, I think. So you just castle. Okay, now I have to play pawn to e6 here, I think. But now bishop a3, I can simply take it and then castle and play like. Probably this is just bad for me. Probably the computer says it's almost winning for white here. He's up a pawn, but I have the bishop pair though. I have some attacking potentials with bishop e6, bishop b8 takes, and maybe queen d6. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, if I can get two moves in, like bishop d6 and then takes and bishop b8, my position doesn't look that bad. I mean, even takes and g takes. I mean, here, if I wouldn't play e6, just takes, probably my opponent can just take with the queen and then play bishop a6, and he's just better, I think. Bishop d2 played, however. Okay, logical idea, I think. Not allowing bishop before. Now bishop d6, I mean. Probably has to be played. There is also bishop takes on f3. G takes on f3. I think bishop d6 just. I mean, these two bishops look fine on these diagonals. But still white has a lot of defensive ideas, so. I mean, if takes, queen takes, perhaps I have like queen to h4 idea. To fork here and here. This might be an idea actually. Maybe I'm threatening bishop takes, but then queen h4 and f4 happens. Slightly weird for me there. I mean, even g5 there. Queen g3 and takes here. No, then queen takes here and I'm losing a bishop on f4. So what should I do there? Maybe rook g8. And if queen h4, gh4, king h1, and h3 maybe, and like king e7. Maybe. I mean, rook c1, okay, I don't really feel that a good move. Probability is I can play bishop c7, however, but after bishop b4, I cannot castle, so that's bad for me. I guess rook c1 is perfectly fine move, yeah. Although maybe takes, and I have to castle here, I think. Maybe that was takes and rook takes and takes and takes and queen h4. But after f4 I didn't really see the continuation. Maybe that was something. Maybe. And then castles? Perhaps. Now rook c8 should probably be the best move. After takes and rook c1. I mean, my position looks bad there. Very bad, if I'm completely honest. Queen d8 played back and then going for h4 after takes. Maybe I am surviving. Knight e5 played, however. Feels like it's allowing f6 to be played. Knight to c4 is the idea, probably. Also f4 is probably something I should look at. King f6. And now I also need to play pretty quickly. And bishop b8. With takes, takes, and queen d6 ideas. And then doubling up on the d file, perhaps. Maybe playing e5 as well. Okay, we get rook takes on c8. Just queen takes, I think. But what's the idea? Rook c1 probably. Yes, I missed that. Very bad. So that is queen b8. Blundering 97. Here I get blunders here. Is that so strong? Maybe, maybe not. So what can I play other than like queen d8? There is queen b7 there. With this idea. And with this idea. Wait a second. Here, knight c4 takes my bishop. Bishop b8. Need to defend g3. I think queen b7 here might be the best move. Knight f3 perhaps. Queen takes here though. So queen d7 played with an idea to set some king side attack. Although even queen side is slightly hanging here. So knight c4 looks like the best move. Of bishop g2 knight d6 is the idea. But after knight to c4 I can just play bishop b8. And I mean I love that position actually. With queen c7 incoming, with g2 hanging, with rook c8 incoming, with e6 being strong by my bishop and defended by my bishop. I think I'm fine though. I'm down a pawn, but I mean, knight c4 played, logical move. Bishop b8 played pretty much immediately. Now queen to c7 and g2 is also hanging. I mean, g3 looks completely insane. Looks like it blunders made after bishop h1 though. f3 probably has to be played. G2 blunders bishop h1 with an idea of check made by this queen on g2 actually. But okay, that's pretty hard to imagine. f3 there would be probably the only move. I think so. And also now, if you play f3 blocking down this diagonal, then queen to c7 and the new diagonal opens up, and it's kind of hard to defend everything here. And then like rook c8 comes, I don't hate my position at all. My opponent also spending quite some time here. And with this bishop being on b8, I also have the idea if f3 will be played to push with e5, and if takes, oh, bishop a7 wins the queen here. So if f3, probably I don't play queen c7, probably I play e5 and takes, and then bishop a7 wins the queen once again. So that would be pretty awesome. And if I can achieve this, also f3, and if the queen is there, probably I can just sack like everything here. Probably not. Knight to a4, a5, excuse me. Okay, pretty insane move, I guess. There are a few options I can play. Firstly, there is queen a8. With pressure here. I cannot draw arrows. So yes. The other option is simply queen d7, which I think I will play pretty quickly. And then rook c8, maybe queen d6. Is there anything wrong with the move? Not sure it is. Queen d7 played. With maybe even some pressure, maybe e5 to get the bishop to h7. Maybe with rook c8, maybe queen d6 as well, yeah. And if f4 there, I mean everything can be played there actually. Maybe even e5, just trade off everything. Hope the endgame can be saved. And yes, we are pretty equal on time. This game will be very interesting, I think. Now there is also bishop to b4. Queen c3, I don't quite get it. So what's your idea? How will you defend this with g3? Okay, now what after bishop a8? Queen c5. Rook c8 just takes. This doesn't work. Bishop a8 here looks very good move. Here. Here, bishop a7. Kaboom, I think. Oh no, queen c7 there. Oh, but I have queen d5 there. f3 and takes with check and takes here, and that should be winning. Bishop a8, is there anything? Knight, oh, knight c6. Bishop here, knight c6. Rook c8 though. Oh, knight takes on b8. Takes. I'm down a piece. So bishop a8, knight c6. I think I can just play pretty much every single move there. Oh, rook c8, knight takes. Queen d5. Blunders knight d7. Queen b7 there. And have a good move. e5, boom. Maybe. I'll play bishop a8. I think it's the best move. It allows knight c6 down. It allows knight to c6 down. But at least what I can do is just take. And then take everything. And resign, I guess. Knight c6, I think. In rook c8 there is also knight d7, just winning. The rook is defended on c1, that's bad. He finds it, of course he does. queen d6. If takes, rook takes. Maybe not the best. Then queen c5 also happens. I mean, I probably have takes there and takes here. And c6 and rook b8. And it's the opposite color, bishops. g3, okay. King h8 with the idea of rook c8. If b4 happens, I have no idea what to do there. Takes, queen takes, and rook c8. If queen takes there, it should probably be fine for me. But of course, there's queen takes, rook, and it's mate. Oh, I also blundered this. Of course, I did. Aye. I shouldn't have blundered this. No, I have to take, and takes, and I can resign there. Have to do it. Probably here is the best move. Rook takes is definitely the best move. Like by far. And it's just game over after rook takes on c6. I think the endgame is just completely losing. h6, giving myself a loop, then maybe I will be able to pick one of the pawns. Simply rook here, I think, and rook e3. Just resign. Yes, it's of course completely lost. Rook bait, maybe. I mean, if you take this here, should probably just completely be winning there as well with these two passers. I blundered bishop g5 there. I mean, bishop f4 or something. And everything wins here. I can get one more pawn though, but I can't. That's the problem. My opponent has enough time to figure out how to win this. There is also just d5. And I cannot take, yes. You can probably just check. And play check, maybe. I mean, you can just push here. Then check. Push. Takes. Maybe takes on g7 and... rook g6 probably would win there. Probably. What I have here? No. Is this... Maybe this is a draw. f5 happens, which is probably just completely the best move. By far. I'm not really threatening to do this, because here, check. I don't understand this check, actually. Okay, if I go... Oh. If I go back. So I have to go here. And then rook d6. Game over. I mean, even this is probably just winning. Yes, of course it is. God damn it. And here is this winning though. I mean, I won't take because this is completely losing. King just goes right here. Okay, I have no time to pick up this up. King G3, King, yes. And now if I go back, it should be fine because I play like G6 or something. Is this a draw? I have no idea. G5 might actually be a draw. Now I need to spend a lot of time. I mean, here takes and takes. There is F5 here. I'm not quick enough. Of course I'm not. I think G5 is the best move here. If takes, probably a rook takes. And here. And then check and you have to go. You do take actually. I mean, this, let's say King H3, here King H4, takes, takes and takes. Yes, it's losing. This looks more of a draw. So let's just take H4. I mean takes and then takes here. Maybe I'm close. Oh, I missed King G4. Maybe maybe it's not that bad actually. If you go to H5, I pick you up. You go here, however. Still go here. Just cannot defend everything. This is not winning. I mean, it is winning for white, excuse me. What though is it? Cannot be sure of that. It is winning. This kind of looks nice. A6 takes, 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 and if A6 then takes, 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 and I cannot be quick enough. King H5. No, this doesn't work. Yes, it doesn't work. I mean, check. If I go back, then rook b7. Oh wait, rook b7. What am I even talking about? Check. Go back. No, it doesn't work because of check, takes, and a7. Oh, but then I have king c7 and it should be fine. Because he's threatening to go here and just pick up. But I have king c7 there. Not that easily winning, I think. And if I just keep my rook like this so that this king cannot go any further, I mean, this is also fine. So he's not seeing the process win just yet. I mean, here. The problem is I also don't know the process of drawing it. Because this doesn't work. It's probably just completely losing. I mean, g4? Why not and h4? Why not? And then maybe this check and just go back, perhaps. I have no idea what's going on. And then h4 and check, and maybe then g3, and maybe I'm also winning there. I know it sounds incredibly unrealistic. King g2, I go here. h3, I can just probably just do. Wow, he goes for check to take. I have king c7. Oh, but he's relying that this is a draw. I mean, this is winning. Maybe that's true. I need to calculate that. Anywhere takes here, here takes. Here, king b7. No, this is a draw. I think this is a draw. King c7 should be a draw, maybe. I think. You probably have to play a rook h7. But it doesn't work. And it's a draw. I think it's a draw. I mean, if you take here, it's a draw, definitely. Just rook b6 and just go here. Rook h7. King b8 probably or something. It takes and it's a draw. Should I go to b7? Not to b8, excuse me. And then takes here, it's probably just a draw. Takes and then it's a draw. And I'm fast enough because you have to pick everything up and you cannot just you're one tempo too slow. I go to g8. So if take it's a draw, and if you take on a5, it also should be a draw. I mean just king c8. No, maybe rook g7 probably. Slightly better. I thought my opponent was completely winning this endgame, but now he managed to draw it, yes. So he takes on h5. Rook g7 looks okay, and you cannot even pick this pawn up, because then it's just a draw. King and pawn endgame is just drawing. Always, because of this h-pawn tendency. You play rook c5, which is okay, nothing special, I can go even up. Also rook c7, takes, and of course it's always a draw. Any rook trade is a draw. And then I just bring my king closer and then easy draw. Drawing 2100 from a losing rook endgame, it is quite impressive, I think. I mean, excuse me, I think white was winning. Definitely he was winning. Just don't allow me to when g5 was played, maybe just do something else if you remember the position. And also here, back here, when he played rook a8, I think he calculated that after here and here it's a drawn king and pawn endgame, but that's of course complete nonsense. Just rook g7 maybe. Also this maybe is just force draw. And maybe king c8 and rook d7 and just bring my king closer. Here it's also a draw, eh? Yes it is. Here takes and takes. Just king h4, I can just walk my king up and you just cannot avoid everything. Rook d7, I bring my king closer. I shouldn't blunder this position, I mean, very easy. to hold a draw here. Rook g5. I mean, everything wins. Everything draws, excuse me. Just bring my king slowly there. Here, still here is just a draw here. I will offer a draw now. Probably he will reject it, but still. We both have enough time to draw this endgame, I think. It should be just a very peaceful result here. There is no way to win this. Rook c5, okay. The idea is if rook c7, then it's winning king at pawn endgame, I think. No, it's not. Rook c7, it's also a draw. If I'm calculating correctly, rook c7, king c7, king g4, king d7, king g5, king there. Easy draw. I mean, I could play rook c7, which is a draw. But no, just king d8. I think it's very easy to win, to draw this. King f8 now. Any rook endgame, it's any rook trade, excuse me, it's completely equal. If I get my king to g8, then I can even put my rook on d8 and the game beats. You cannot lose that with an h pawn. So it's just completely equal. King f8. Just don't blunder this mate. That would be pretty bad. I mean, h4, king g7 and GG, I think. Just completely equal position now. I'm not sure why my opponent is pushing this for a win. I mean, I guess I would as well against the lower rated opponent. h5 played, okay. I can just wait with my rook. I think I can do that. King h7 then. Can even allow this to happen if I have my rook on b8. Nothing to play for. It might be probably the longest game of me playing chess every day, because this can go, I mean, you can make 50 moves, and I mean, yes, rook. There are two options to draw this. Rook b8 is completely drawish. I mean, rook b8, I know for a fact it's a draw. So probably that's what I'm gonna choose. I know rook b8 is a draw. I know that. So now check. I can go to h8. I can go to g. Yes, I mean, where should I go? Probably doesn't matter at all. g7, let's say. G8, excuse me. This is, I know for a fact, a draw, because I have played many endgames on Lauren's section of chess.com where it says rook endgames, and drawn rook endgames are also with an h pawn, and you have this kind of position to hold, and it's just an easy draw. If you go further on, I have even checked and go back. I can just play king h8, king g8 for the rest of the game. I have 4 minutes to draw. I will offer a draw once again. Probably the last time I'm offering a draw in this in today's game. Okay, he declines it. I can play king h8. Doesn't quite matter what I do here. I mean, even check and go back to b8. King g6, and I have to play rook b8 here. This is the only drawing move. Rook a7 now, check, go back to b8. I can just repeatedly play king h8, king g7, king g8, excuse me, what's wrong with me? And this should be an easy draw to hold now, and we will gain 2 rating points. Not much, but still, I mean, it was a pretty messed up game. I was probably lost from the opening. In this c4 pawn botvinnik attack, I really don't know if I was okay out of the opening sacrificing a pawn like that. I don't think so, but still, I can h7 played, but now it should be just very easy. Just don't go to f8 blundering h8. So here, and now I'm even threatening to play rook rook b6, and if it takes, it should be stalemate there. I mean, rook b6 still looks like a draw. There is no mate because I take your king first. If you take me, I don't have any squares here. Just rook b6, I think it's very easy draw. King here, I can just take it. And now it should be game over with a draw, with a peaceful result. I mean, it was just a theoretical. Last few moves were just theoretical, nothing special there. This rook b6 idea is pretty known, nothing special as well. I mean, rook e8 would be made, but you are pinned, so you cannot move the rook. In just over. Even if I just wait, yeah, so it's a draw by stalemate. GG, let's game review the game. I think it was a pretty bad one by me, also by my opponent not being able to win that rook endgame. I think it was winning. Probably it was winning. The engine will show that in a moment here. And I think it was just bad awareness to play check, allowing me to take on d7. Thinking that after a7 you are just winning that king in pawn endgame. You are not. And yes, that was basically today's game. And I just was probably lost out of the opening, but we will see in a few moments if game review will be able to load itself. I mean, I have a perfectly fine internet connection, but chess.com has few flaws in it. And yes, we both played at 91-92% accuracy. Let's see what has happened. So my opponent played e4. I responded with my favorite Caro-Kann defense here. Now c4 was played, excuse me. Now d5 and ed, cd and d4. This is the Pano botvinnik attack. I can reach this position even with d4 being played. d5 takes, and c4 needs the same exact position as here after d4 is played. Now knight f6, knight c3 and knight c6 is the main move. Main line here, knight f3 and developing the bishop to g4. There is also the way to play with bishop e6 here, I think. But after c5 I don't like that positions. So bishop g4 takes, and now the best move in the position is to play queen b3. And after bishop f3, gf3 and e6, queen b7, knight d4, bishop b5 only move takes, queen d7 takes, knight takes, and e takes. This is the Pano botvinnik endgame. It's just equal, but he has weird pawns here. I have this isolated pawn. He has the open g file. Yes, I mean, doesn't quite matter. He played bishop b5 here, however, not taking or playing queen b3 here. So bishop b5. I played a6, takes, and queen to a4 was played. Knight takes on c3, and I'm fine. After queen takes, bishop d7 only move, of course. And now rook c8, queen e3, and bishop b5 only move. a4, I played bishop c4, which was fine. b3, bishop d5, castles, and e6, and the position is pretty equal, nothing special. Bishop d2, bishop d6, rook c8, I played castles, knight e5, and now f6, takes, and rook c1. After queen b7, the best move, once again, knight c4 was played. I cannot take here because knight takes d6 would just win the piece for free. So I played bishop b8 and the position is equal. Actually, I'm not that worse here. Knight a5, queen d7 played again the best move, queen c3. Now I played the bad move, bishop a8. I should have played rook e8. I don't know how it stops, like knight c6 or something. It doesn't, just bishop d6, and I have complete control over the queen side. If here is played, I can just play rook a8. What? Rook a8 being the best move. Easy to find. No, I'm just kidding. After bishop a8, knight c6 was played, however, queen d6, and I blunder g3. Played king h8, and of course I blundered the game here. Bishop f4, not the best move, but I think it was still winning. The best move was queen to c4, actually. And I cannot defend the pawn, or what? If I play bishop here, Oh, this is the exact idea. Okay. He played bishop f4 now. I took, wait, queen d5. Oh, queen d5. Takes, I can sack my rook, and if you take me, checkmate. I missed this idea actually. So I took, and the endgame is losing. But I fought on after h6 takes, rook b8. I thought he will play rook e3 here, however, but okay, it's still winning after takes here. D6 king here, f5, okay. Check, and it's a draw actually. Wait, what? Check and it's equal? No, it's not. But it cannot, the endgame cannot be plus 0.8. Is it winning or it's a draw? Apparently it's winning. After king f7, rook a7, king e8, and I'm losing after rook takes g7. He played d7 check. I cannot take it, which was correct, reassumption, because it's just losing king and pawn endgame. So I played king d8, king here takes, here, and it's a draw now. After rook d5 a mistake, I should have played the rook g5, and after king f4, why? Rook g2. With a fork idea. I played rook d5 here, f4, g5, it's a draw, takes, f takes, apparently still draw, a5, h5, a6, rook d3, going here, g4, and now it's very easy draw to hold, and I just was able to draw this game, just bringing my king closer. Nothing special happened. I put the rook on b8, and now this is just very easy draw. Of course, rook b8 only move, otherwise I'm getting mated on a. King h8 apparently, I mean king h8 not apparently the only move. If you play king f8, then there is h8 equals queen. And yes, I found this rook b6 idea, and after he took me, it's a stalemate here. So it wasn't that bad of a game. Opening was played pretty fine. I blundered there with the move king h8. Also here taking on c6 was another mistake. I should have played queen to d5, but okay, doesn't quite matter. It was a pretty nice draw against a hard-rated opponent, and it ended in a stalemate. So if you have anything to tell me, please let me know in the comments below. I will be reading and answering all of your comments, and as always, if you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me out, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.